Hi, SQR book reviewers. Today's book review is on Stop Acting Rich and Start Living Like a Real Millionaire. What a book that I've read during the festive season, and I feel like I should be sharing it with you, seeing that we've come from a bad economic time, and this is the time to actually start saving up and investing on what really matters, and using what we have on on the needs and necessities that will actually help us in sustaining our lives in the next 3 4 years, because we don't really know where or how long this pandemic it's going to be around for. So Thomas J. Stanley, who has a PhD and is also a bestseller of that book that we've reviewed before, called um, the Millionaire That Lives Next Door. Yeah, he also has authored this book. Yeah, Stop Acting Rich and Start Living Like a Real Millionaire. So the contents of this book, and I'm going to quickly browse through my favorite chapters from the book. There are 9 chapters to it, and it covers the difference between being rich and acting rich. Everything you think about rich is wrong. So, taking us through our perceptions. Do the shoes make the man? Brother, do you have the time? Keeping up with your spirits. The grapes of wrath. The road to happiness. Getting out of the poor house. All that glitters is not the millionaire's goal. And this is something I always tell my friends, ne? Honore, just because you glitter, sadi. So, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I keep telling my friends this, Honore, all that glitters is not always rich. Waban? Because normally the rich people they don't even show. You don't even know. Gabon. And yeah, that is the very last chapter. So kinyapolisha to this one, chapter 1, but ukhotile Oscar Wilde, are anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Where are the accountants and auditors? Where are they? Ashi, he says anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. So get out of this closed mind, and start thinking outside of it. Be creative, nakana outside the box, and then anything more life is possible. So right now you can be rich. I want to share with you this section. Nikiti highlights Ari, it's a very important concept for you to grasp, ne? Transforming income into wealth. Ari, your net worth, the money that you make, the net, yawana, augmented, it should equal 10% of your age times your annual realized household income, ne? And then 0.1 times your age times your income, that will equal your expected net worth, ne? And then if that net worth is above the expected figure from the formula, he considers you affluent, ne? Given your age and income characteristics. So it's important to actually calculate this formula, get a value to this formula, and find out within which range are you. Are you poor for your age? Are you like just the average income enough for your age, or are you above average? And then take it from there. And then in this other point, also on chapter 1, he says, yeah, he says, I've highlighted it, it's on page 20. He says, the best and most creative marketers in the world have worked hard to convince many of us that spending heavily will bring us all sorts of joy, that we will be more popular and admired. I get it. They have also conditioned us into believing that you are what you purchase. I get it. And you are superior to others if you outspend or display them. And this is a myth, but this is how they are fooling people that want to be millionaires to think that they are millionaires. It's a misconception that needs to be eradicated, if you ask me. And then in this last section, it's on okay. Erike put this thing, yeah, brother, do you have time in time being the resource alien honoring we all have equally. That's the one commodity we all have equally. So we cannot blame the universe, you cannot blame religion, we cannot blame God if we don't have the things that we want in this era, because we are all given equal time. Babu Chisha Honoring, do you have time? And he says, Yena, this guy, the author, Ore, I often require my students to interview successful business owner and then write a profile of Yena, that owner. Are those who were able to find and those who were able to find and solicit the interviews with low profile millionaires like Jim were given like extra credit, and several of those students were eventually offered jobs by some of these business owners. And then okay, basically you're not section A, those millionaires always have extra time on their hands to give back, to share their knowledge, because they've got the resource yanako. The money works for them. And if you find someone who you admire and they don't have time in the world to educate, to give back, you just have to know from the top, from your first impression of honor, this person either has not come to a point where they are grateful and are showing gratitude by servant leadership, by giving back to the next person. So you just cut them off from there, because habana that resource ya nako, habana that resource ya energy, habana that quality ya selflessness. And then let me close it up due to time. I want it just a minute. Just 1 minute. Yeah. On chapter 9, Henry David wa bolela gore the man is richest whose pleasures are cheapest. There's something else about wealthy people that sets them apart from others. Most wealthy people, they have a wide variety of interests and activities. In fact, there's a substantial correlation between the number of interests and activities that people are involved in and their level, their financial wealthy. Let me leave it there. It's 9 minutes. This is the longest video that we have here. Book reviews, more SQR Book Reviews. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and share with others. Ke a leboga, guys. Till next time.